Hi, and welcome to another episode of Extension Gardener on the Crystal Coast. What we want to do today is we want to plant seeds in containers. One of the important things to note is that the bigger the container is, the more dense the soil can be that's in the container. So a small container, you need a very coarse mix so that the seed doesn't stay too wet and end up with root rot. You also want to make sure that you keep them watered and keep them watered well. You don't want them soaking wet, but you do want them moist. All right, so I have two different sizes of seeds today. This is a fall garden, so I'm going to plant some lettuce seed and I'm going to plant some radish seed. So we see the lettuce seed is a really tiny seed. And so it's really hard to pick up individual seeds. So what we're going to do is we're just going to sprinkle the lettuce seed over the area. And we'll let that come up, and once it comes up, then we'll thin that out. Once we put the seed out, we need to sprinkle a little bit of soil over the top of this because we want to cover them up. Not very deep, but just cover them up slightly. And that way they'll be covered, and then we'll be able to put the water on them. The radish seed, on the other hand, is a much bigger seed. They're going to be easier to pick up as an individual seed and place them in place. So we're going to space them about 3 inches apart. So we'll make little divots about 1/4 of an inch deep every 3 inches, and that will give us space that we can place them in the ground. Okay, then we'll take the seed and we'll put one seed in each hole. And as we get the seeds covered up, the seeds in the holes, we'll take the soil and we'll cover up each hole, and then we'll be ready to water them in. Now that we've got our seeds all planted and covered up, we're ready to put the water on there. And so what we're going to do is water them in. And we want to make sure that we get them watered really, really good. So don't worry if you get so much water it stands there for just a little bit, because you want the seeds to really soak up that water. That's going to be really important. Now that we've got everything all watered, we got our salad on one side, we got our radishes on the other side, we're good to go. All right, until next time, happy gardening.